Alright, got new stuff for the weed whacker. A Stihl FS45. New air filters, 5-pack. Made in China. Whatever. Thanks, China. New cutter head. I will show you why I need a new head. Oh, it even comes with string. I bet this stuff sucks. Is this technically an unboxing video? I don't know. Okay, interesting. I'm already breaking it. How does all this work? Oh, it goes the other way. There's an arrow on it. I should probably pay attention to it. So I see big triangle. All right. Arrow. So it's good to know how your stuff works before you start using it, right? Huh. Oh, well, whatever. I'll get to that in a minute. I'll be smarter than the tool, right? I haven't had enough coffee yet. I think that's the problem. Well, we'll see if this is actually the right thing or not. Sometimes buying stuff off Amazon isn't the best idea. Had to get a new one of these. These are the polyvinyl blades. My other one is junk. So this is some off-brand kind of deal. Trimmer head, professional BG tool. Says it fits a bunch of other stuff. But these are Stihl, actual Stihl OEM. Replacement blades. So we'll see if I can actually use them on this or not. If not, I think my game plan will be to return that and get the actual Stihl poly cut head that these are made for. Let's find out in a minute. Are they the same length, roughly? Yeah, it looks like they're the same length and same general style. But the main question is, how would I replace it? We got some fiddlers on the roof today. I don't want to break this. Just trying to see how. Oh, all right, that's an easy replacement. That's really easy. That's cool. So I think Amazon suggested purchases were proper. Yes. Okay, we're in luck. Cool. Gonna have to spend way more money than I wanted on the OEM Stihl product. I usually prefer OEM, but sometimes you just don't. So, well, maybe I'll put the cutter head on then. We'll see how this one's gonna work.
13th of July. Brought to you today by Van Scoter Florists. Whenever you need flowers, you need to call Van Scoters. They'll take care of everything. They'll take care of the arrangement. They'll take care of the delivery anywhere you want to. They'll take care of.
Alright, so now it's starting to spin.
They can just do it all. It's the leading flow of shop in our community. That's Van Scoters at Route 54, the Bath Davenport Road, at the Bath Commerce Plaza, which is right next to the Our birthday list today includes Carl Crosby, Matt Byington, Mary Comer, James Allen, Christina Lazier, and Denise Delamater.
Well, we're going to give this one a shot. Change our air filter out because I didn't like the looks of the other one. Pretty simple process for these ones. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Not nice.
Cheech Marin. That's Richard Cheech Marin of Cheech and Chong, 75 years old today. And Harrison Ford, a famous actor, is 79. Then there you have it. It's the Birthday Caravan on 98.3 WBI, brought to you by Dan Stoller.
There we go.
Here is your accurate forecast.
We'll go in the scrap pile. It's $1 million. Oh, see what happens. Lose one? Yep. Already, huh? Come on. Alright, so my brand new toy. Pile of crap. Or just not made for what I was doing is most likely the scenario. So I found this piece, but the actual, I guess, you know, it's not a bushing, but the post that it rides on internally, that's lost. So what I'm going to try and do, because, you know, the warranty's already voided, is to do a little fabrication, make that a little heavier duty than it was initially made for. I'll get this off here, show you what my deal is, yo. The hizzy shizzy or whatever the hell Snoop Dogg wants to say. That dude's cool, but man, he's stupid all the time. So, how this little doodad wants to operate in theory, say together. You've got two pieces here. All right, and you've got these posts that are only held in by light compression, okay? Like, it's just a very light compression fitting. So if you actually get into anything heavy duty, it's flying off. And you can't glue them in, because then you can't replace the damn thing. So what's the solution here? My plan is to find some bushings. I've been looking through some of my random collection of parts and garbage and whatever, you know, dude stuff. But my plan, I've got my little handy dandy calipers here. This, the inner diameter of these little blades, 0.47 inch or 12.1 millimeters, basically half inch, 12 millimeters. Okay, so I want to find some bushings, hollow bushings, to put right there in the center. I'm going to drill through the top and bottom on these, okay, and affix those with, I don't know, there'll be some wobble, but if I get the right bushing that's going to fit in there, it'll be fine for this. But drill through top and bottom, and use probably 1/4x20 bolts to hold them in there. And then when I need to change them, I just take the bolts out and change the blades. I think that is my solution. We'll see if I actually find the stuff I need, or if I find what I need, a tractor supply in the bulk bin. Alright, it's raining. Good day for this. I could not find bushings that I needed, so I got 3/8" roll pins that I can splay out with a screwdriver, wedge them out and widen them. I'll cut them down to size to match that, the original. And then I got some 1/4x20s. These, when this is stretched out, 1/4 inches will fit already, so that's a non-issue. But I got 3 1/4x20s. I believe these are 2 inches. I couldn't find one in 3/4. Happens. So then I got epoxy for putting this nut into the recess to hold it. As I'll get a light real quick. That already started to get chewed out, and I literally ran the thing for like 3 or 4 minutes before it decided to fall apart. And that's the issue I had on the other one, and why I bought this replacement, is that this whole area was chewed out and it wouldn't stay. And so I'm going to epoxy the crap out of it. This bushing nut, flange nut, whatever you want to call it, threaded flange nut, thingamabobber. I think that's the actual name, thingamabobber. But that's what I'm going to be doing. A little elbow grease, use a hacksaw, file them. So there we have it. If I can get 3 out of it.
Nothing but the hits. WPIN.
So, something kind of interesting I want to talk about. If you notice how the camera is wobbling, it's not because the camera was loose. It starts when I turn the motor for the grinder on and stops when I turn the motor off. That is caused by electromagnetic interference. The electromagnetic field created by the motor for the grinder was interfering with how the camera picked up its information. Stuff like that's pretty neat to me. It's a relatively small electromagnetic field created by that motor, but it's enough to interfere with how the camera picks up the information and processes it, and all that fun techno gadgetry, techno babble. But pretty neat stuff to think about in my world anyway. How powerful a small electromagnetic field can be. A little food for thought.
Well, I think overall I'm on the right path with them. This is the smallest one of the three that I cut off the one pin, and that's going to be good enough. So a little bit of hand filing, clean up the edges, because it still all is plastic, so I don't want a bunch of sharp edges potentially cutting through and wearing crap down. So
Alright, so I made a high-tech jig for myself here. Check that out. A clamp and a piece of metal and spice grips. I set this up so it will still spread out without wandering out of where I'm trying to work. I'm going to try this first. I don't have a whole lot of punches with me. Oh, there we go. How did I know that was going to happen? Tighten it up just a little bit. So I think I'll redo my little fancy jig here.
800-348-0269. 800-348-0269. Optima Tax Relief. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Try this one. There we go. Well, it's still hanging up though. So that means this one went threads. I still see a ridge in there. A little bit warm. Close. It's just a little bit in the middle. It's got to get taken out, reamed out. Come on. Well, that was excruciatingly annoying. Alright, so finally got all that crap done. It was obnoxious, time consuming, whatever. So, next step, even after 3 minutes of using it yesterday before it flew apart. Started to wallow out the plastic here. My light just died, but hope you see that. There was an issue on the last one, if I haven't said that already. I got this 30-minute epoxy. It's metal plastics. You can't use steel weld. You can't use plastic weld. You got to use stuff for both. General epoxies are pretty good for that. Got to get the little stir stick out. I think everything's so handy. I don't need a ton. Get that sucker on there. A little Schrick Schmack Catalina Wine Club mixer. Says it's 5-minute set time, 30-minute cure time. I'm going to do this and then move on to a few other things. I've got limited time to try and get more stuff done today. That's life. I'm gonna slather it liberally. Surfaces that I want bonded. Hope y'all enjoy the word slather. I don't know if it's an actual word, but I use it. And I want to get some in the collar here too. The interior where this bushing goes. Technically, get some on the flat. I don't care if it squishes out. The main thing to avoid is getting it in the threads. So I don't think I'll do. And an important part, get around the seam as much as possible so that it really keeps that nut in there. Try and get as much surface area around it as possible. Got some rock set on the radio. You know the song? She's got the look. Did she? Did she? I'm gonna flip it over real quick. Yep, okay. So we're gonna let that be. there we have it. See if this is going to work or not.
Alright, I tried it out. I did that. So far it seems to be holding up. Those didn't loosen up. Everything's flying out. I didn't notice any heat. There's a little bit of heat here. That's because that bearing shot. And grass gets wrapped around right in there sometimes. I got some heat buildup right there. I think that's just because I need to put a new bearing on there. But overall, I think I did pretty good. So, do some one-arm bandit work here. Overall, cool.